of the fucking notes are up. Alright, so who would like to do a recap?
Recap. Last time, the platoon has been, our company has been dwindled so severely that we are taking an extended break for the front lines to go and get some medals in the city with the 30 or so people who actually remain. In the process, Scipio and Bigby went out and found a augmentation clinic run by a whole bunch of tech priests. And meanwhile, gotta remember names, Jort got lost and has been captured and kidnapped, and they have sent ransom for us. Alexander spent most of his time standing around until he heard that there was an augmentation clinic. And until he was ordered to actually find Jort via implanted GPS device that no one's supposed to know about. And so here we are at the bar, and a brawl is breaking out as our sergeant has gone ahead and stabbed somebody.
Yeah, pistol whipped somebody too. Gave him the old wider.
That'll learn him.
So here's hoping a room full of people with guns and pipes will go down easily.
Oh, yeah. Alright. So that's where we left off in this wonderful adventure.
Mm-hmm.
Let's hop over to the map.
Ooh, boy, map.
You guys should all be at the bottom.
Oh, and they're already up upon us, aren't they?
Oh, yeah. Jort, you are here. And everyone else is down here.
All right, wonderful.
Now I have Jort and the addicts turn in here, but I believe everybody else needs to roll for me some initiative. So let's get to it, gents.
Yeah, let's do it. So initiative is there a button? No, there wasn't. It is just going to have to be a D10, right?
Plus your agility modifier.
Yeah, 1d10 plus 3. Hey, I got 13.
Sounds about right. All right.
So we just gotta get ourselves on that initiative and get it going.
Also, I don't think I've pronounced Bigby's name right this entire time. I've always been saying Bigsby.
Well, you got some down there, right?
It's right. Okie dokie. Oh, and then I need to roll for these nerds.
I mean, you don't have to. We could just beat them up.
I could do that. But the good news is, well, that's not great. But for the most part, the most dangerous individuals seem to be caught off on a back foot.
Ah, yeah. Speaking of, I believe last time you said that there were people with melee and people with guns.
Oh, yeah.
Right now, I see a lot of people with bat tokens. And I think the people in red have guns. Is that correct?
The people in red have submachine guns. There's also a woman in blue with a handgun and another individual in the back with a handgun.
Okay.
Alrighty then.
Let's get the fight going.
Okie doke. So we're gonna have I guess we should include the sergeant in on this as well.
That would probably be good. He did stab somebody after all.
I mean, it's what he's trained to do. You see a guy,
It's just reflex, that's all it is.
which is unfortunate for all the food delivery people that have been showing up to your barracks lately.
At least he doesn't have to pay
Not the
attention, right?
DoorDash.
There we go.
Friends.
All right. So,
Oh no, now they got reordered. Now they go before I do.
dun dun dun. How'd that happen? Science.
It's because we're tied.
Ah. Well, we'll say you guys go simultaneously. 'Cause that's how we do.
I guess good question. Gunslingers would be the ones with pistols, and Tommies would probably be the ones with the submachine guns, right?
That's correct.
Thought
Let me
so.
let me roll a stabbing attack for the sergeant to see if he manages to do anything fun.
Yeah, let's see how he does on the first step here.
No, he's not actually using a chainsword, mind you. But I don't have anything else. But yes, that is a hit.
Now we roll dagger damage.
It's not very impressive.
It probably won't be. Then again, these are a
Non-pointed
bunch of
dagger.
gangsters not wearing combat armor.
No, their armor is pretty limited, and since his blade is a mono blade, it also ignores some of that. So yeah, he just buries it. As soon as he gets in, he pushes the Tommy gun down to the side and just axe murderer style brings the dagger down into the guy's chest. The guy screams out but is not dead. Top of the order, folks.
All right. I'm going to try taking over 2 people, and they're going to be the 2 Tommy guns. If this happens simultaneously, then it may change what happens with the gunslingers.
We'll see
That
what
sound
happens.
Good? All right.
I think I know where this is going. You're going to ask them all down for a spot of coffee, maybe some biscuits. I like where this is going.
Yeah, exactly. So we're going to go ahead and have +10 for this because I'll have at least 2 points of psi value here.
This makes
now
sense
the big
to me.
question is, in terms of psi focus, I basically have not attuned to the night, have I?
No, you have not.
Okay, cool. So this is psi focus less. I am just rolling +10. This is going to be opposed willpower for the 2 Tommy guns.
Alrighty, dighty.
They have to get 4.8 degrees of success.
I'm not sure if that's possible, but give it a shot here, friends.
Yeah, so that had to be 50 points over whatever their willpower is.
And they don't get any bonuses to the... Oh, that's not good.
Yup, they don't get any bonuses because they're not psychic like I am. No doubles
Wow.
either.
One actually managed to succeed, but still fails because you overpower him.
Yup, that's right. So the order I'm going to give them is to suppress the other gangsters.
Suppress?
Yes, suppress.
Alright, ping which groups you would like to suppress. Because this is
I would
something of
definitely like this group suppressed and probably this group suppressed. So the 2 middle ones will end up
Alrighty.
being free.
Got
They're
it.
firing away from us.
Noted. I will have them roll real quick with
I
their
mean,
suppression.
Yup. Technically will happen on their turn, but perfectly fine to do it now too.
Just to get it out of the way.
Yeah.
Because who knows? Who knows? Maybe they'll shoot some people.
Maybe they will.
This would be point blank for many of them. Special
Oh
fire.
gosh, yeah, it sure is. I should go ahead and pull the book too, just to help with the suppression. If they're acting at the same time, they're also shooting us while this is going on. Yep, people will still probably get shot by the gunslinger.
Alrighty, and last but not least, see how this guy does.
Let's see, just to
Suppress it.
clarify, suppression.
Yes, also I have no access to any of my books, so this will be out of my
Okay.
brain and out of whoever else has their book available.
Yep. All targets in the kill zone take pinning test. If the attacker fired, pinning test is hard. Are they doing full auto or semi-auto?
Full auto.
All right, it's gonna be a -20 pinning test for other people.
And
Their
in the event
ballistics
they
are at
succeed-
-20 in order to actually hit people. By the way.
That is correct, but because they're shooting people within 3 meters, which basically everybody.
Cancels it out.
Exactly. So, I won't have the people in the back. This guy in the back isn't going to be able to get hit by the bullets, but I believe that full auto, for every degree of success, somebody gets shot.
Yup.
So, 4 shots. Let's see what happens.
Ooh boy, this is gonna be nasty.
1, 2, 3, 4. All right, you suppressed them to death.
Oh gosh.
Oh, wait,
See,
I'm
that
sorry,
could have
that
been
would be-
us.
And then the other person only managed to succeed with 1 shot. That person is still up. Not entirely sure where the pen 2 came from.
Oh, could have just been a write-in from another weapon.
Oh, yeah. It's actually 1 less. But regardless, even with the 1 less, both of these bat-wielding individuals have been shredded.
I guess that is suppressed.
Yeah, and the other person is going to have to try and make a
-20 pinning test.
-20 pinning. -20. So he's got a 19 to try and win, and he does not.
Yep.
Consider the gunman in the back pinned as all of his friends are gunned down in a hail of bullets. Monster. And over here, this individual does get hit, but is still up and at him. Just barely. All right. So, well done. Meanwhile, the gunslingers, I'm going to do their attacks first, and then they'll be under the effect
and
of the
then
pin.
they are pinned, yeah.
Correct. So let's see how this goes. Everyone wish them luck. And they're going to snap off a couple rounds.
Snippity snap. Oh yeah, at.
They're all shooting at the psyker who just possessed their friends.
Oh, me, the weirdo who just had his eyes glow and he commanded everyone to do stuff? Nah, I'm not a threat.
Yeah, of course not. How would you possibly be a threat? So that's a miss.
That's good.
And that is very much a hit. As
That's not good. I will attempt an evasion. I will go ahead and push for this. So, let's go
just
ahead
waiting.
and roll.
And
Foreboding.
definitely don't get a greater demon summoned on you, please.
That would be very wonderful, actually. I will have positive 15 for the test.
Okie doke. Ho-ho!
Oh,
And that is a
Nice.
success. However, there is still a psychic effect because I went ahead
you
and did
pushed.
the overpush. Yeah.
Alrighty then, let's get to that
Psychic
chart, shall
phenomena. Let's
Roll me
go
that
ahead and
D100.
roll 1d100 plus 10.
we? You got this, friend.
61, so it stays on the initial chart. That's good. It is Banshee Howl. A shrill keening rings out across the immediate area, shattering glass and forcing every mortal creature able to hear it, including the Psyker, to pass a challenging toughness test or be deafened for 1d10 rounds.
Alright, everybody, get rolling.
I'm fine.
how big is that area of effect?
Should be just about everybody, no?
Every mortal creature able to hear it.
Yeah. So, literally everyone in this room
And it will be for 1d10.
Would me and the other guy hear it? Or
Roll me a perception test.
Oh,
Or an
yes,
awareness
challenging is
test.
+0. That is correct. There's no bonus, no penalty.
oh
All right, you can hear it. Roll toughness. Nice. You watch as Jort in this room. You've just busted the man in the face. He opens the door, about to break you, just like he did previously. And as this happens, you can hear this banshee howl reverberating off of the stone walls underneath this, inside this Colosseum-like area, this fighting pit. You can see the large man bleeding from the nose pauses to grip his head, both of his giant meaty hands covering his ears, but you can see as blood begins to trickle out from underneath his hands. You hear it, but honestly, you've been yelled at worse.
Yeah,
yeah,
deafen
I
for
just
one
put my
round.
AirPods back in.
What? All right, Alexander, you pass. Haber passes. Bigby, you can't hear shit. Let's see if the Sarge can, or any of the other soldiers can.
Mhm.
Nope. No. So they're all deaf.
Yep, for 1 round.
Well. Alrighty then.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, the addict is going to step in and throw some hands. Oh, does everyone have to roll for the turns that they can't hear, or is it just one person?
Let's see. Or be deafened for 1d10 rounds. So I assume if you're affected, you roll 1d10.
Oof.
Went ahead and just did a roll for the NPCs because there's the whole lot of them.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah, Big B doesn't have ears left.
All right, I'll roll for the other as well. All right, cool. So, looks like we're coming out at 5, with the exception of the 1 round, who I will say is some random person.
Mhm.
We'll have that be the sergeant, because that could only be hilarious.
Oh, yeah. All right.
All right, so next up, the
Hicks get to go.
so this is actually perfect timing, considering how everything just switched over. So sure enough, you glance over and you see as he pulls his hands down from his ears with the little trickling of blood that's coming down. He looks at you and he sort of opens his mouth for a second, then sort of rubs his ears again, and you just hear him curse out at you in a strange language you're unfamiliar with as he steps forward and begins swinging his hands.
Ooh, boy. Well,
So
he's
be
coming for me.
careful.
I have no more dodges, so...
Oh, actually, let me, I should clarify. This addict is the one fighting Jort. So, Jort, you look around,
okay.
You're locked inside this room, you're still busted up from the previous fight. He steps in, you realize he doesn't have any of the gauntlets on his fist like he had from the beginning of the fight. It seems like you've managed to annoy him enough that he's just coming in here to kick the shit out of you the old-fashioned way. But you do know that even though he doesn't have the gauntlets on, he does seem a bit stronger than most folk. So, keep that in mind.
I still have my pistol, so just smack
Yeah,
him again.
all right, and he can't aim because he's going all out to try and beat your face in. And that doesn't look like he did well.
Oh, sorry, Bruce Lee.
Yeah, he throws the door open, and as he runs forward with the fist, you grab sort of the little bed that was over there for you, and you throw it across his ankles. He trips and he stumbles forward. You've got him off balance. Well done. Alexander, you're up, metal man.
You got big plasma weaponry, and these people have no armor. How many disintegrate per round? Oh, yeah, good point. Where are your weapons taken?
Yes, his weapons would be taken, but I believe he has one attached to him via a mechadendrite.
Ah, yeah, that's right. So you do have at least one, but yeah, punch in the mechadendrite. What do you think then, Light? Does he have the mechadendrite weapon?
He does.
Hey, there
I
you
don't
go.
believe there's. I don't believe there's anyone qualified to remove it from you. Although typically they had been taking the power pack out of it, but since I did not specify that they had,
Yeah, people just forgot about it, I guess. How
Yeah,
much
well-
damage does a punch do?
how much damage does a punch do? So it depends on if you have any talents, but without talents, I think it's literally just like 1 plus your strength modifier. Like it's not good. However, with talents, you can actually effectively make it like a knife, or even worse, you can make it like a bayonet or a chainsword. It's
Very nice.
Well,
But
you'd have to, like,
Alexander
special-
does not have any, therefore it is 3 damage, he says.
okie doke.
It might just be absorbed by his toughness.
And who are you hitting?
I assume the guy directly in front of him.
Ting. Noted.
Yeah, you want to mechadendrite that?
I think it's your strength
gosh,
plus
he
your
just got shot
weapons,
up.
You think it's strength plus what?
weapon, like those two modifiers together.
It's a
I don't
good
think that's true.
question.
Because if I recall correctly,
Unarmed
Unarmed.
combat. If the unarmed attack hits, it's 1d5 minus 3 plus character strength.
Oh,
well,
okay.
there you
There you
go.
go. So it could be higher.
Yep. But then if you get the unarmed warrior talent, it's 1d10,
It
and it counts
is
as
literally
armed.
worse. Oh, I'm so sorry about that. Yep,
Yeah.
punch him for 1, shoot him for 7.
So it's funny. He's walking forward to the baseball bat, and you walk forward, and you hit him with all of your might right in the chest, and just sort of you hear the thud, and he looks down, and he's like, as he brings the bat up, the mechadendrite comes down and just empties around right into his face. He like staggers back with most of his face like melted and charred. He's not dead or downed, but he is horribly disfigured.
Wonderful. Well, one face is melting.
Meanwhile, the Tommy gun guys technically already went because that was their turn, correct?
Yep.
Okie doke. Jort, you are up, my friend.
Yeah, what you gonna do, Jort?
You
Got a
are
fist
currently
fight.
cornered into a back room. You've managed to throw him off. What is your plan?
I'll just smack him with my pistol again, and I'll go all out with this.
Forgiveness, you say? Weird. That is just right. He cannot dodge because he went all out. Roll your damage. Oh. Yeah, alrighty then. 1d10. Yeah, you just smack him right. Actually, hold on a second. This is right.
Yeah, I couldn't remember if we said it was the 1d10 or the 1d5.
Let me just double check. Also, it should be at 10, not 14. That's weird. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Well, last time we had also done it this way. But for some reason, you're getting a +4/+4 as opposed to a 1d10 +4.
Oh shit.
Oops.
Yeah, I think it was doing that last time too.
Oh, I guess, yeah, it is automatically adding your strength there with 4 of 45 divided by 10.
All right. So
It is adding the strength automatically.
Or it seems to be.
yeah, it
Yeah.
definitely is.
Yeah. Okay, it is.
All right.
Well, now we know. But the good news is you still deal 10 points of damage as you smack him once again. You can see as he's trying to get up, you just pistol whip him in the back of the head, and he starts to stagger, collapses up against the wall, and begins to make his way towards you one more time. He's not looking good, pal.
Me neither.
Digby, you're up.
All right. 1 second. My cat's stepping on the wires. All right, that's better. Let's see, I don't have any unarmed skill, which means I don't have any macros on the sheet for taking punches.
I believe you still have a handgun, though, if I recall correctly.
Well, in that case, let's share the love with that guy. But no, he's the one that Scipio is controlling, right? That guy?
Well, he was controlled for a round, yes.
No, he's so dangerous. I'm gonna shoot him.
Okie doke.
Flintlock pistol time. Do I still get my my comrade bonus?
I will say yes. Since he dragged most of the...
Yeah.
He dragged like 10 of the 30 people out with him, so I imagine your comrades are there as well.
Makes sense.
There we go.
Ooh, that's a
It's
hit. Roll that damage.
In the year 40K, black powder weaponry still works.
All right, and who was it that you shot?
I shot the
Tommy gunner.
Yeah, you watch as the Tommy gunner sort of shakes his head as he realizes he just open fired on his own team. He turns back around, and there's a tiny little rattling with this oversized flintlock pistol just double hand aiming right under his chin. He looks down. You pull the trigger. The blast hits him. A foot of black smoke billows out from this as half the powder doesn't even ignite upon being hit. But as it hits, it slams into the chest and knocks them backwards over the edge of this entire area. Dead.
I don't remember how many reloads of this I had.
How many reloads? You have a pouch of reloads. However, your ability to reload them is going to be pretty limited in this situation.
Oh yeah.
One quick, back to your
Certainly.
firing lines.
Now, it may be a good idea for you to mount bayonets. And just to fix them right now on your pistol. Oh, you don't have a pistol bayonet? What universe do you think you're in?
I'm on a knife.
Oh, yeah, that's useful. But let's see here. Yeah, it's going to take you a couple turns to be able to reload this, pal. 3 full turns, matter of fact.
Yeah. This should be fun.
Start pistol whipping people.
Oh, the Laslocks are effectively you watch Futurama where they have their laser gun, but they have to like basically they have like a little
Wind it up.
yeah, a little wind up device on the side in order to recharge it.
What
Like
is
those
it like
shoes.
Fallout 4?
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly right. All right. There is that. You have managed to shoot one of these poor folks. Bat. Now
Batman.
that's up to the Batman's turn. All right. They're going to attack you.
Yeah, that guy's free suppression because the guy's dead.
Oh, yeah, he got suppressed the hell out of him.
Okay. Okay, so do I roll a dodge if he passes?
Yeah, he is going to use a lightning attack. So we'll see if he's even. I'm sorry, a swift attack. So we'll see if he's even able to hit you. No, he's not. He comes out. He starts swinging. You duck and dodge out of the way as best you can. Meanwhile, another Batman steps up to Alexander. Tries to do the same thing. And manages to hit you once. I think he's in for a rude awakening as he deals. Actually, yeah. Full 10. He rolled the maximum possible damage on his bat.
Very impressive, but Alexander, I think that means you don't take any damage, is that right? 54, right? So torso.
Yep. Technically, you would still take a crit 2 impact damage to the torso because they Wrath of the Emperor you. But I'm pretty sure 15 doesn't get through his soak. Oh, jeez.
3 damage total. Yeah.
Okie dokie.
The hardest he could swing barely dents him.
Yeah, just ping. See him
And
look.
then
Like he realizes underneath these robes is mostly metal at this point.
then I guess this last guy comes for me.
How did you know?
I'm just a friendly psyker. Don't mind me. Psykers would never hurt anybody.
Yeah, see, he's gonna go all out on.
Well,
That is
well,
one
that's
hit.
a hit, and I can't dodge it. Already tried.
No, I don't think it's gonna be another 15. So yeah, 7.
That is true. It does actually get absorbed by my armor.
Oh, nice! I didn't even know you had armor.
Yeah. I did get some, right?
If I recall correctly, you're running around in civilian clothes, no?
We did go back to the where we were all hanging out. So I assumed we could have picked it up when we were like, "Oh, he's late and we need to go get him."
Actually, I don't believe you guys were assigned body armor because you are not actually in combat. You're in a combat
right.
zone.
That's going to be 3 points then.
All right, you take 3 mighty points of damage.
All right. No, my t-shirt. It's covered in blood now.
Meanwhile, the friends begin to rush in. Let's see here.
Come on, Chandler, you got this.
You know what? The sergeant is also going to go out because why not?
Mhm.
There we go. Ooh, 5 points of damage, but considering what he had already dealt the previous turn, we have another dead Tommy guy.
Looking good.
And the sergeant stabs him a few more times and then chucks him over the wall. And the rest of the friends begin to run up to attempt to give you guys some advantage. They're still a little bit deaf. They can't really hear what's going on. But yeah, top of the order. Scipio, what would you like to do?
All right. Well, I got this guy threatening me. I am going to go ahead and just hurt him. I'm going to use a sail.
Uh-oh.
So I'm going to go hurl something heavy at him around here. Probably a chair or a table.
All right.
I am just doing this standard unfettered. So this is going to be at 2 power. It successfully
Yeah, that'll
goes
do.
off. It is going to do 1d10 plus 2. And it has 2 penetration.
Okie doke.
Hey, look at that. I rolled a wonderful 1. Isn't that great?
Yeah. You see as you lift up this like heavy chair, and as you swing it towards him, he doesn't notice it hits his back and it just shatters across him as you realize that some of the seats in this area are made out of particle board, not necessarily the heavy wood and stone that you were expecting.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I guess that would be at one more. My bad. Unfettered would be normal. So 4 damage. Big difference.
Well, in that case, you watch
Oh.
as the completely solid oak chair rips the guy completely apart,
Oh.
bisecting him until no,
Yeah,
same
no.
effect.
That does mean that I am 5 more higher on that success, which means he gets thrown 1 meter.
Oh, okay. Sure. As it slams into him, he gets. Actually, hold on a second.
And knocked prone. That's the important part.
Oh yeah,
So
1
it
meter.
doesn't
He's
hit him
right
very
on the.
hard, but it is very clumsy.
He gets knocked back right to the edge of the main sort of like arena seating area.
Mhm.
All right. Meanwhile, the gunslingers are going to start taking pot shots at you, Scipio.
Oh boy.
Namely because now that they've seen their friends opening fire on them, they surprisingly they seem to know exactly what a psyker is. And as
And they
soon as
definitely
they see,
don't like it.
no, they definitely do not. You can see at least one of them makes the sign of the Aquila with one of their non-dominant hands as they aim and take shots at you.
Mm-hmm. Oh dear. Well, let's see how it goes.
Yep. So one is going to do just a typical shot. Five degrees of success.
I really don't like that. I am going to dodge again.
All right.
Rather, I'm going to attempt to dodge again. So that is going to be with plus 15. Bad stuff will happen regardless, but I do dodge it.
All
So
right.
a terrible, horrible thing happens to us this time. Oh, we escalate, don't we?
What'd you roll?
94. I believe that is in fact an escalation. Phenomena.
Okie doke.
Yep, that sure would be.
So
And does
roll
the
me
second roll
another
also
one.
have the D10? I think it plus 10. I think it's just straight now, isn't it?
Let me double check.
Yeah, I'm checking my notes here too.
Psychic modify the result depending on the psyker's nature.
When rolling phenomena at plus 10,
Phenomenon.
I guess not. Okay. Just add 10
So,
again.
Charles,
35.
35. That's not too bad.
Hey, chronological incontinence again. Time warps around
Roll me
Psyker.
one.
He wakes out of existence for 1d10 rounds again. 1.
All right. You watch as the gunslinger turns, fires, and you just disappear as the bullet slams into the wall behind you.
Suffers another point of permanent toughness and intelligence damage again. So I'm going down to 27 int, and toughness goes down to 34.
There
And
you
then
go.
we're rolling 1d5 corruption to see. Yep, it's called incontinence. That's exactly what it is.
Just leaking that time all over the place. Another 3
It's
points of
everywhere. I
corruption.
can't hold my time in anymore. Happens when you get older. So that is
No,
3
corruption
corruption
is,
points as I see more things man was not meant to know in the spaces in between.
I believe that puts you at 8 total corruption. Is that correct?
8 total, yep.
Ooh, fun!
Looking pretty good so far.
And unlike sanity, I think corruption is the one that has consequences pretty rapidly. We will find
Oh
out.
yeah. But hey, at least it didn't get hurt.
Isn't that what matters? So, as you teleport out of existence, you see the poor sergeant turns back and goes, "Oh, not again, Scipio!" But we still have one gunslinger left who, no longer having a target, is going to realize that at the very least he has a way out of here. So he is
Everyone
going
else is bound
to.
up in melee, so he's running.
Yeah, he's not happy about this at all. So he is going to just gradually begin falling back while firing.
Oh, the
You
blue
can get
one
back.
shot at me. Okay.
He's gonna
And
just
he's
to
out.
snap off another round. Aim because he moved. Alrighty. And alrighty then. It looks like roll something real quick to see who's gonna get shot. It's either gonna be the Sergeant, Alexander, or Bigsby. Sorry, Big V. In that order. Alright, we're gonna shoot the Sergeant. They're gonna overload it.
Technically, I am not there whatsoever. They're invited to come into the realm in between time if they want.
No one wants to do that.
It's invisible. Shoot where he was.
Oh yeah. The sergeant takes a pretty nasty shot as like he turns his back on the gunman to see what happened to Scipio and then takes a round in the shoulder. His Hawaiian shirt is now singed. And as you look at him, you realize he's definitely hurt from that attack. Meanwhile, the addict
Mhm.
is going to attempt to hit you again there, Jort. Going to go all out. And another miss. Okay, then. So this time he's still dazed. He walks up to throw another strike at you. And even though he's a pretty talented melee combatant, his hook that he's throwing, that lead hook, is a little wide. And you manage to lift your arm up, step inside to catch it before it can connect, leaving you a perfect opening to hit him back. Alexander, you're up, my friend. All right. Throw your punch. That's a hit. Roll your damage. Yep, you hit him again. Managed to absorb it. And you take your shot. This guardsman is going to attempt to dodge because he did not go all out on the last turn. See what happens. And that doesn't work. How would you like to murder him? Yeah. This next time, as he swings in with the bat, you just sort of grab the bat with both of your hands, preventing him from pulling back. As he attempts to pull back to get out of the way of your counterattack, the Mechadendroid just sort of so it takes a second to center and then just shoots him straight into the face. You watch as all of the skin and like epithelial cells in his face all lyse immediately from the heat as his feet just melts and starts to run down. He would have screamed, and you're pretty sure in the few seconds before he dies, he was screaming. However, not only does the face melt, but also the throat and the trachea are melted as well by the superheated flesh. He just sort of collapses down to the ground, smoking. Now, Tommies are dead. Jort, it is your turn, my friend.
Oh, I came back just in time. Sorry, my dad needed my help.
I forgive you.
All good. You got to punch out Brawl to return to.
Yeah, you've basically every attack he sends your way, you've managed to block. It looks like he's going to block your attack as well. As now you're basically stuck where you have you've managed to grab onto his right arm with your left, and he's grabbing onto your right arm with his left, and you're locked down in this struggle, this competition of strength. Bigby, you're up, my friend.
All right. Let's see. It's 3 turns to reload, and I've got a guy right on my grill here.
You can do it.
You know how much better at reloading than I am at punching or pistol whipping? So I'll let Big B do that.
So you I believe you said you had a mono knife, right? That would be the better option.
Mhm.
Because effectively, the only reason Jort is getting to do the things that he's doing is because he stole a very badass piece of kit from a corpse in a farmhouse.
And I don't think I have a knife on me, so.
Which I don't believe. Literally anyone has ever looked into. They're like, "Huh, what a magnificent, solid projectile. It's covered in engravings." You say, "Nah, I'll keep it under my pillow."
So, if I draw the weapon, I can't take an aim action.
That's
But yeah, you do have the minor in main action, I believe, right?
so you can
Right.
still attack. It's just when you go through the options, you go with no aim.
Right. In standard
But
attack type.
yeah, but when you get to the end, actually, you can just say half aim because effectively you're outnumbering the guy with the baseball bat anyway. So
Ooh, yeah.
Didn't do it that way. I'd already been through that part of it. It looks like
yeah, sadly, a 95 won't save you, pal.
Ouch.
As you attempt to stab into him, and he just sort of like, as you bring the mono knife down, he lifts the bat up, and the knife, because it's a mono knife, goes straight through it, but the hilt gets stuck, effectively leaving the mono knife trapped into his bat. Speaking of, the bat people are going to take their turn. Well, outside in the park, someone is playing the Zelda theme song, and it's very distracting.
Hey, they got good taste. So
I mean, that's
which
true.
one is so which one is gonna hit whom?
All right, the first one is against our good friend Bigby. He sort of looks up, and the individual with the bat goes all out, trying to crack his skull. That is a success. Would you like to attempt to doge?
I would like to dodge.
All right, you may doge.
Let's see it.
Ooh!
Close.
You watch as he brings the baseball bat back around, your mono knife still in it, and just slams it into you
Owie.
for 10 points of damage.
All right, that puts me down to
So
two wounds.
bear in mind that you subtract from this damage your toughness bonus.
Mhm.
So whatever your toughness modifier is, which I think is probably a 2.
It's a 3 still.
Ooh,
Oh,
very nice. You are actually very
wow.
tough, little rattling.
Oh yeah, toughness 33. So you take 7 points of damage, which should put you at what? 5 wounds? Because don't you have 12 wounds? Because you rolled like a psychopath.
Yeah.
It's unfair that a rattling has that many wounds. Just saying. All right, so, yeah, he slams it into you. It's painful, but you've had worse. After all, you were set on fire not that long ago. Meanwhile, the next Batman is going to, looking at everything that's going on, realize this is not a great opportunity. Realizing that the Psyker is just gone and has ceased to be, he doesn't have a whole lot of options, so he's going to turn and attempt to attack the Sergeant and free himself to get out of this place. So, as he charges the Sergeant, give it a shot. Charge. The Sergeant sees it coming, manages to just swat the bat out of the way as it's coming past him, still staggering from the wound in his shoulder. So it's the friend's turn.
Sarge's turn to return the favor.
Oh yeah, as they all just run in and begin attempting to beat all of these people to death. All right, Sarge is going to attempt to hit because why not? Standard attack. That's a hit. Well, oh, plus his 5. So, yeah, he deals some damage, but not enough as he basically just draws a thin line across the guy's forearm. Meanwhile, everybody else is going to start attacking. And even though they don't have bats, they still have the most important part of their military uniform, which is to say, an entrenching tool.
Shovel's ever the useful weapon.
They're going to go all out. Why not?
Oh, that'll do it.
All right, those all look like hits. Well,
I
to
mean,
be
I got
fair,
hurt.
this was an actual threat up until your psyker managed to mind control both of the people with automatic weapons, and then have them murder 2
3.
of all the other 3 of everybody else. So, jerk.
I did exactly as I needed to.
Very true. All right, so the E-tool damage. Let's see what happens. Yeah, as they come in and start wailing on these people. The one guy in the corner is still up. However, actually no, because he took damage from the sergeant. So effectively, all the Batman are down. Bludgeoned to pulps. Alrighty then. So it's the gunslinger's turn. Realizing she is on her last legs, she's just going to go out with a blaze and just open fire on everyone who's around. So, Big B, you're up. I'll pray for you.
Oh boy.
The Emperor protects.
Going to try and... should be point blank, actually. I'm going to attempt semi-auto, so a 3-round burst. All right. You get shot 1 time with an overloaded las pistol, my friend.
That is not a good dodge.
How is your dodge so terrible? What is your dodge? 11. That doesn't make sense. How is
Yeah,
your
wasn't
dodge
it 33
11?
last turn? Is it because you're unskilled in dodge?
I am on Golden Dodge.
You have
That could
never
be
put
the
a
reason
point in
why.
dodge? Oh, no.
Yeah, neither have I.
Neither have I.
How have you got... Have I
can
just
do it,
not
I
been
can
able to
never
hit you people previously? That's ridiculous. All right, then. Sorry, Big V. This might be the end of you.
Yeah, Alexander took the smarter option. Just have so much armor, you're a tank.
All right, with the overloaded las pistol and no armor. See what happens. I think he took something instead of dodge. You take 9 pen 2 damage, friend. So you are now in the critical range. Can someone pull the crit table for me real quick?
Do you remember what page it's on?
Actually, I think we have it in the handouts with our handy dandy page listing.
Ooh, well, let's take a look. There's combat actions.
Look good.
Pen does not affect toughness, I believe. There's hit locations. Fate points, cover
Critical
rules,
damage,
XP chart.
257.
Oh, book guide. Yeah, there you go.
All right,
257.
so you take 9, subtract 3 from that. because of your toughness. So you are now at 6 damage. So I think that puts you at what? Critical 2?
Critical 2.
All right. And what area did it hit? The 47.
So torso, probably.
Yep, confirmed torso. So, and this is an energy effect. And
Oh,
crit
yeah.
2.
Crit 2.
The blast punches the air from the target's body. The target must make a challenging +0 toughness test or be knocked prone.
There you go. Roll that toughness, friend. As the bolt catches you right in the chest. Another round goes right over your left shoulder, again slamming in. All right, so you're not knocked prone, but you are at critical 2. Meanwhile, the other gunslinger, seeing all the shenanigans that are happening, is going to attempt their very best to GTFO.
He's got plenty of room to do it.
Yep, yep, yep. Actually, it occurs to me. Yep, he's going to take his chance. He's going to look at this little drop here. He's just going to hop right on down. Start making a run for it.
All right, goodbye.
Scipio, you back into existence.
All right, beginning or end of turn?
I think this is your turn because you've already been gone for one.
Yeah, it happened like in between turns. So the timer goes off, I reappear, and I'll go, oh, there's a person still with the gun. And I will go ahead and do another assail at them. Or rather, a brand new assail. So it's going to be +15 and +10 because assail is easy. I'm just checking out my numbers, make sure I got this all right. Yep. 25. Wabam.
Ooh, that's a hit.
So that is going to be 1d10
They
plus
dodge.
3, pen 2. Oh,
So you watch as this.
they dodge
You
almost
watch as this. Yeah. They manage to get out of the way as you just fling the body of one of their friends at her.
Yeah. Oh, what a shame. Well, I tried.
It was a good attempt. Meanwhile, the addict is going to once again attempt to beat the shit out of Jort. They have not been having a great time of it thus far. Which is odd because
That's
they
good.
should be great at this. You know what? They're just going to go all out one more time.
It's the brawl of the
And
century.
they finally hit you, friend.
All right. Let's see, I guess. Okay, I'm going to go with Perry.
Okay, did you go all out with your last attack?
I did, yeah. So it
So
actually
you
doesn't even matter.
actually, yep, you cannot actually do that. So they're Fists of Fury. Oh my God.
Minimum.
I don't think this gets past your toughness, does it?
No, my toughness is 48, so
Yeah. They finally out of this death grapple that you're in. You're both holding each other's arms, trying to get like a clear maneuverability, like clear advantage over the other. And he finally just smiles and steps in and slams his head into your head. But like he doesn't get the angle right, so you're both just like, oh, ah, ah. No damage to either one of you.
Do it again. Do it again.
oof, got to do it at the top of your head, buddy.
How are you so hard-headed? This is unbelievable.
Well, I ate a lot of corn.
Yeah,
And
none of that makes
beans.
sense. Why would that have anything to do with anything?
Beans, magical fruit.
Just shut up. Meanwhile, Alexander, it's your turn.
It's going full Arnold now. Alexander, move and shoot.
All right, you have moved. But now
Do
would you
it.
like to shoot? Do it.